you've said a couple times in this conversation, a key to getting to a value proposition is, in some sense, becoming the customer.
Yep.
And so that sounds difficult. So if you could, like, so someone watching this video, they may be thinking, okay, I like the notion of becoming the customer. I think it's a great idea. How can I just, even in the email I'm about to write, even in the the ad I'm about to post, if it's a marketer or if it's a business leader, even about the product we're about to launch, how can I become the customer?
Well, I don't think you can become the customer in what you say to the customer, in your communication to the customer, yes, but you can try to become the customer in order to think through what is it I want to say.
Precisely.
And by becoming the customer, all I mean is take the time, and it takes time, it's a serious investment and resource in the organization to get a lot of people in the organization involved in going out and observing and studying and talking to customers. Now you can take this to the point of doing extremely intensive research, and there's ethnographic research methodologies where people spend 16 hours videotaping a consumer in their home. I'm not sure you have to go that far in a lot of cases, but you can go to customers and ask them, what did you do last week? What happened in this context of this category? What happened? What went wrong? What were the consequences of what you happened? What were you trying to accomplish? Analyze what people are actually doing and what's imperfect about it. I call that creating video one, a picture of what actually happens today. And then try to creatively imagine a much better scenario. Call that video two. And comparing video one to video two begins to get you on the track of a hypothesis that's not based on what the customer said you ought to do. It's not based on what we happen to be good at. It's not based on what the competition is doing. It's based on your best shot at creatively inferring from what the customer is currently doing to what a scenario would look like that would make them a lot happier, a lot better off, would give them a lot more value, make their business more successful, whatever it is that matters to them. And of course, you can't always then just do whatever comes out in that video too. You got to think through, how do we do that profitably and do some of it enough that it actually delivers a superior value to the customer. And that's a starting point. Yes. Even before that, I would just say, you're in any business, you're already delivering a value proposition, or if you have numerous businesses, you deliver numerous value propositions. Trying to sort through de facto, what value proposition does your customer get today, for better or worse? What experiences do they get? Don't describe to me how good your product is. Describe to me what the results are for the customer of doing business with you today. Warts and all, good and bad. Try to understand what the baseline is. What do we deliver now? And try to see if that helps explain why your business is as healthy as it is, or is as troubled as it may be and challenged in some ways. That's a starting point. And then the question, of course, is, could we deliver a better value proposition than that? And that process of going out, becoming the customer, and systematically studying, which then has to be subjected to quantitative research, but it's a qualitative start. What are the hypotheses we've got as to what improvement could look like potentially for our customer base, and what of that, within that hypothesis, within that video too, what's possible that we might actually do and make happen profitably that would actually work. That's a starting point.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Michael, again, it's a privilege to sit down with you. Great to just kind of hear the concepts in action from the source. Appreciate you taking the time, and I hope you found this conversation helpful, insightful. Again, speaking with Michael Lanning, the author of Delivering Profitable Value, and really the kind of lead proponent of the concept around value proposition. And I hope you found the content valuable, and we'll see you next time.